Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. Well, we're continuing with part two of our ongoing coverage of the war between the Russian Federation and the Ukraine. I hope everyone enjoyed the brief video scraping the barrel. If you have not yet seen it, go to the previous video, and you too can watch scraping the barrel. Now, there are new weapon systems being deployed in this conflict. There has been much discussion about the effectiveness of the Russian GLONASS-guided glide bomb. Now, when these systems first appeared, and these systems are still being used, they're fairly rudimentary. A GLONASS receiver and glide wings attached under a 500 or 1,000-pound bomb. Now, as this conflict continues, and especially as we continue to watch the Russians pound Ukrainian forces within the vicinity of Kharkov, we have seen a new weapon system start to take the field. This is a much more advanced weapon that is based off a Russian 500-pound bomb. So you have the 500-pound bomb. They extend the bomb. They put a rocket motor in the rear. They put wings on it. And this weapon system now has a range of over 90 kilometers. Furthermore, this weapon system can also be launched from Russian 300-millimeter category multiple launch rocket system. It's probably not going to have the same range as if they were launched from a Su-34 fullback, but nonetheless, they pack a wallop, and they are causing major issues for the Ukrainian military. The Ukrainian military right now is essentially incapable of retreating and then building new lines of fortifications. And that's primarily because of these long-range glide munitions. Case in point, the operations that took place near Avdiivka. It was the intent of the Ukrainian military to fall back, form additional lines of defense, and they have been unable to do that on the scale of the defensive works that were built up around Avdiivka because of these glide bombs. They have extensive range, again, 90 kilometers, but they pack a wallop, a very large amount of explosive. These are aerial bombs, 500-pound aerial bombs being dropped on ground targets. And they are relatively accurate. Are they as accurate as some of the more advanced JDAMs that the United States is deploying? Probably not, but they're getting pretty close. They're getting pretty close. If there is a building or fortification network that the Russians need to attack, they are able to attack it at long range with these new systems. And this is just the second generation of Russian glide bombs that are now being taken to the field. We expect to see new generations of such weapons. And the Russians are going to continue to use these systems to degrade and destroy the Ukrainian military, the ability of the Ukrainian state to wage war, the ability for it to communicate, to move troops, forces, via rail networks, what have you. The Russians are going to continue this war until they get some sort of Ukrainian capitulation. And that's what we see happening right now. And we'll probably see another front open someplace else along the Russian-Ukrainian border and see additional Russian offensive operations take place. So more to come as we watch and cover this conflict. Thank you for joining us today. As always, have a good day.